What's up, friends? If you have followed any of my devotions for any length of time, you probably have seen a hashtag I use all the time. It's faith in real life. And part of that is just like, look, our journey of faith is messy because life is messy. And there we have trouble and we have highs and lows and everything in between. And one of the things about me is, for better or for worse, I have no trouble sharing my junk. I don't mind being vulnerable if it might help somebody else. So that's kind of my thing is I want to be open and real. What you see is what you get. If you've watched any of my videos and you know me, like I am just being 100% real. Okay. So in this continuation of being real, I just want to share with you something that God spoke to me about today. So I'm in this period of waiting, in various aspects of my life, but one in particular. And today I just was like, all right, God, what are we doing? And I hadn't really felt like I'd heard from God, very specifically recently, So I sat down. Right now I'm sitting in my little kind of prayer corner chair. I put verses on my wall and stuff like that. But frankly, I haven't been in this chair for several days, meaning I haven't spent that intentional time where I am quieting myself and listening and trying to hear God's voice. So as I went to this area, convicted that I haven't been here, I was like, all right, God, I do want to hear your voice. And one of the verses I have, I think it might be that one. It's when God speaks to Elijah. Elijah hears from God so clearly, but it's in that still, quiet voice. So I'm saying, okay, you know what? If I haven't heard that voice, let me just quick read a little bit of context for that chapter. So I went to 1 Kings, and it's verse 19, and I don't have time to tell you all the context, but Elijah is like, woe is me, I just want to go. And then a messenger from God came to him and said, verse 7, chapter 19, get up and eat, or the journey will be too much for you. And in that moment, I'm immediately Niagara Falls, you can see some remnants there. God said to me, hey, you want to hear God's voice? You want to know what I want you to do? It's just stop and spend time with me. Eat. Equip yourself for the journey. This is what God was saying to me. And I just want to encourage you, if you're in a waiting season and you're trying to hear God's voice, have you eaten? Have you spent time with God? Being still in his presence, worshiping him, reading his word. I just pray that God would speak to you today as you take time to eat.